Hello everybody and welcome to a new season on That's Football. We're live and welcome to Crystal Palace versus Arsenal Watchalong. Very pleased to have you all on board. As you can see, we're set up and we're new. We've got some new stuff for you. I mean, we didn't need anything new. We were already fantastic anyway. We're already provided the best Watchalong in the world. We'll now have live match stats for you. You'll also see the team news coming up for you now. Crystal Palace team there. And also we'll have the Arsenal team for you in a moment. But look, it's great to have the Premier League back. I'm really excited about it. And I don't think you could have a better start to the Premier League season. I'm looking forward to my team, Man United, playing on Sunday, of course. There's some cracking games tomorrow. We'll do Liverpool against Fulham tomorrow lunchtime. And I'm going to do the 3 o'clock games as well. But Palace against Arsenal. I mean, I'm loving the confidence of Arsenal fans. They're really confident about their pre-season, their summer. It's good to see because I think they've been so conflicted on Arteta. I hope finally they're starting to back a manager that I think's building something there. But then you've got Crystal Palace with Patrick Vieira, who I think for his first season and the resources he had, I think they're a very, very good side. And I actually think it's a good thing for Arsenal because I think if they did win today, that confidence about a good season ahead would be really confirmed, because going to Selhurst Park and beating Palace, I wouldn't be sat there even as a United fan going, well, it's only Palace. Like, I think it would be a really good result. And I go back to, we did the watch along at the end of last season where Palace beat Arsenal, and Arsenal were in good form at the time and they absolutely annihilated them, played them off the park. So it would be a good result for Arsenal. Let's go through the team news then. So Crystal Palace, we've got Gaeta in goal, Klein, Anderson, Gehi, Mitchell, Schlupp, Decore. Watch out for number 28, Decore. New signing. I like him. Ayew, Eze, Zaha and Edouard. So a nice, energetic Palace side is what we would expect. Arsenal, Ramsdale, White is playing at right back, apparently, Ben White. Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Odegaard, Partey, Xhaka, Saka, Jesus, Martinelli. So that is the Arsenal team. Cherney on the bench, Nketiah, Elneny, Lokonga, Pepe. I mean, I still look at that Arsenal bench and I don't think there's a lot of depth there. I mean, there's good players there, but I don't think it's the depth that's going to concern a Chelsea or a Man City or a Liverpool just yet. Maybe that's not what Arsenal are doing. Maybe Arsenal are looking at 4th place. On the bench for Palace, sort of standard you'd expect for Palace, really. But look, I think this will be a draw. I don't know what anyone else thinks. I'm going to go for a draw in this. Think you overrate Chelsea. Everton beat them at home, says Paul. Not spoken about Chelsea, Paul, so I don't know what you're talking about. Love Island is over. The Premier League is back. Natural order returns, says Joshua. So let's do our first little poll. We're going to go with the result on this game. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see what people think. Are you swayed by the Arsenal positivity? Or are you swayed by Arsenal fans overhyping themselves? Can Palace produce a shock? The poll is in the chat. You can get your vote in there. Arsenal win, draw, or a win for Crystal Palace. I'm going to go for a draw. I've said that. I will go for a draw. You never know, though. You never know. Opening day, we played Palace in Melbourne. Half their team was in Melbourne, half the team was in London. Does that impact on your preparations for Crystal Palace? Arsenal, very, very good pre-season. I'm assuming that Arsenal and Palace are at the same stage. And if all things are equal, I think it will be a draw. But if Arsenal are sharper and have more chemistry than Palace, that can be a big advantage at the start of the season. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a 4-0 win for Arsenal. I mean, it could happen. So I'm looking forward to it. I think the pace of the game is going to be interesting. The intensity of the game is going to be very interesting. 64% going with an Arsenal win at the moment. I also feel that when it comes down to it, this is not pre-season anymore. We're probably all pre-seasoned out. I mean, I liked watching the pre-season games, but it's over now for another year. So I can honestly say a pre-season game means nothing. It means nothing at all. It's really about getting, patterns in your legs, fitness in your legs. But, once this game kicks off, crowds, 3 points, everything. Stephen says he's buzzing that the Premier League is back. Interesting to see how Saliba does, says downside. Arsenal had a very good pre-season, says Adele. Yeah, we've all heard about it. Arsenal have won the transfer window compared to United, says Roberts. Yeah. Look, by all means, take a pop at United. We're a free hit at the moment, but I will take a pop at Arsenal. I know a lot of good Arsenal fans, but I also know a lot of Arsenal fans who cause your club problems. If you win a game, you're going to win the league. If you lose one game, you want to sack the manager. And you know you've got fans like that. We ridicule them. Arteta! Like, if you look, the sad thing about Arsenal is, if you win this game tonight, you're going to win the league. If you lose this game tonight, it'll be Arteta out with some. You know I'm not joking. It sounds like it's a joke, but you know it's true. If Arsenal lose today, it'll be Arteta out. Well, we've got the players, but it's the manager. If you win, I knew it. This is our season. Jesus is going to win the Ballon d'Or. Not all Arsenal fans are like that, but you know there are some who are. Hi, Mark. Love your content. I'm a Derby fan preparing for life in League One. I've got money on Jesus for the first goal and a win in a tough game. You've just reminded me, actually. I need to just tell you what my fantasy Premier League team is. Are we putting it up, Drawy, or do I want to read it? No? Okay. I'll go back in a minute. So my team, Fantasy Premier League, which I'm just going to read out to you, I've got Mendy in goal, Matty Cash, Collins, White. So I've got Ben White playing. I don't know why I've put him in. I don't know why I've done that. That's not my team. Yeah, it is Ben White, Cucurella, Collins, Cash, Salah, Odegaard. I've got 3 Arsenal players. They bloody better win. I didn't realise. I've got Odegaard playing. I've got Ben White playing, and I've got Jesus playing. Oh, they're definitely going to lose. Yeah. I've got Odegaard, Jesus, and White. My midfield is Salah, Odegaard, Sancho, St. Maximin, and I've got Haaland and Jesus up front. So I've got a 4-4-2. Mendy, Cash, Collins, White, Cucurella, Salah's my captain, Odegaard, Sancho, St. Maximin, Haaland, and Jesus. Bloody hell, I didn't realise I had so many bloody Arsenal players in it. Pratt. Come on, Arsenal. Jesus hat tricks, says Zane. Well, it wouldn't be too bad for me, actually. That wouldn't. It really wouldn't. There you go. It's a bad team, Mark. I don't spend a lot of time on my Fantasy Premier League, to be honest, but I'll still beat most people. That's just the way it goes. Okay. I think we'll struggle, says Passion for Gaming. And I have got some Man United players in my Fantasy Premier League team. I've got Sancho, Eriksen, and Delo. So, but they're not. I benched Eriksen and Delo. Hi, Mark. What do I do for joining That's Football? Leroy Talks Football. I don't know. Leroy. I don't know how to answer that question. Who's the captain for your Fantasy Premier League? Salah, says Kermo. I say Salah. Kermo asked me the question. How will Chelsea do this season, says Christy. Players are coming out onto the pitch. I think that Chelsea will get off to a good start. I think you'll beat Everton tomorrow. I'm not doing a watch along for that, by the way, because I've got my Talk Sport show at 7:30 tomorrow night, so I won't be able to combine the two. But call into Talk Sport. I'll be live on YouTube as well. Doing Liverpool Fulham at 12:30, and then I'm doing the 3 o'clocks. I think the featured game I'm going to watch is Spurs, but I think Everton are going to struggle. I think Chelsea will get off to a good start. I mean, Chelsea have probably got a problem that's quite obvious, is that they're not ready, and I think that can certainly be a problem. So they're not ready for the start of the season. That's very, very clear. But they still have got a lot of quality, and they've got whilst they're not ready, they can still put a good team out. So I think that Chelsea will be fine, if I'm honest with you. I don't think they'll win the league, but I think they will be fine. What? Oh, right. Yeah. Mark, why can't Martinez play holding midfielder? No, let's not talk about Man United. We're 2 minutes off from the start of the season here, and even I, as a United fan, I'm like, come on, let's get into this. This is the Premier League. That's football. Make sure you subscribe, everybody. Bottom right-hand corner, massive season ahead. We've got loads of good stuff for you this year. These stats will be updating on screen. That's a live league table as well. That will update. Probably doesn't work well for today because there's only Arsenal and Palace playing. But when we're doing the Saturday watch-alongs, you'll see that league table live. You're going to see the stats live. When there's a goal scored, it will put a goal or a yellow card next to the players on the pitch that you've got as well. So we've got lots of live interactive stuff going on. Make sure you subscribe to That's Football. We've got the World Cup. We're going to cover every game. So when there's a goal on those players there, they'll have a little ball next to them or a yellow card or a red card. So it will also bring the subs on and take them off. So it's all interactive. It's all changing all the time. So keep your eyes on the screen as well. Danny, welcome to the Members Club. Like I say, please do subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. We're really close to 720,000, actually. We're only 500 away. So let's see if we can hit that tonight. Please do subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. Everybody's welcome on That's Football. Arsenal playing in their pink kit. Palace obviously playing in their home kit. Ben White starting at right back. Don't know what people think about that. But that's what he's doing. So I'm going to go with a draw. I'm going to close the poll because you can't manipulate the poll after it's gone. Arsenal win, 65% of you. Draw, 18%. Palace win, 17%. So I feel, and I might be wrong, I feel people are underestimating Palace. They had a bloody good season last year. That number 28, Decore, watch out for him. So look, let's wait and see what happens. But we're about to start here. Apparently, they're not taking the knee anymore. No, they don't. I only just came into my head then, having read it last week. Players don't take the knee anymore. So just before anybody in the chat says, why didn't they take the knee? Premier League captains voted basically saying that it had lost its appeal, which I think Wilfried Zaha had stopped taking the knee anyway last season. So for that very same reason. Right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure you smash a like and share the video. We've got nearly 11,000 watching. It's the Premier League opener. Share the video. Let's see if we can get as many people watching as possible. The best watch along you'll find. We've got the team news for the players. They'll update as they get subbed and scored. We've got live stats, live Premier League table as well. It's looking good. It's looking good. Content is getting better every season, Mark. Yeah, well, we're a team, Farms. There's a lot of work that goes on, and we're looking for a big year on That's Football. So make sure you subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Really looking forward to the World Cup as well. But a feisty start here. Good press from Arsenal and Palace with the ball at the moment. But you can see that Arteta press that he wants to press on his players. What? Is it working? Oh, I thought you had one. I thought you had it. I thought we had it. I'm at 1 minute and 20 exactly. Timer hasn't started. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. It's a long way behind if it is. So good to have football back, says Nathan. Well, Arsenal are on the attack here. This is where Arsenal fans think there'll be a lot in this game. Saka out on the left-hand side. Gives it to Ben White. Shevchenko. That is his name, isn't it? Sinchenko. I always call him Shevchenko. It's Sinchenko. I don't know why I call him Shevchenko. Because it's Shevchenko. It's not even... I think I get him... I turn him into a sort of like a combination of Sinchenko and Shevchenko. That would be a good player. Be a very good all-rounder. So you can see those stats on the screen. They are live updating. So you'll see the total passes. I don't need to come back to them every 10 minutes and tell you what's going on. Come on, Palace, says Truth Seeker. Well, Arsenal have... I mean, look, we're only nearly 3 minutes in and Arsenal have started off the better side. I'm not too sure if I like the new Sky Sports corner thing. You know, the scoreboard. with the badges. I don't know. I don't think I like that. But then again, it's new. It might take some time. Yeah, Arsenal's press is really good at the moment. Jesus wins the ball. Goes past another one. What a run by Jesus! This is a goal, surely. He's missed it! Martinelli! Couldn't finish his dinner. Absolute sitter. And that would be sitter of the season if it happened at Christmas. What a miss. What a miss by Martinelli. You wouldn't believe it. Great run by Jesus. The ball finds itself to Martinelli and he's missed the whole. Oh my God. I'd have buried that. I'd have absolutely buried that. What a terrible miss. Well, it's good for Arsenal that they've started well, but that is a terrible miss. Arteta's rubbing his head. I've got a headache. He has got a headache. That was a terrible, terrible miss. He's literally, it's not bouncing. It's not a bobbly pitch. It's on his strong foot. He's got to score it. I'm sorry. He's got to score that. Big, big chance. But good start by Arsenal and a very good run by Jesus. I know a lot of Arsenal fans are very excited about Jesus. And I said it when they bought him. Whatever you think about Jesus at Man City are a team that wins titles. Man City are a team that gets Champions League finals. Arsenal aren't. So Jesus should be a superstar in this team because he's coming from a team that delivers. And lovely run by Saka. Palace look rusty here. You can understand the Arsenal fans' confidence because they're all over Palace here at the moment. And it could be all over for Palace. Jesus could have took a tumble. They cleared it. Yeah, Palace not looking at the races at all so far. It should be 1-0 to Arsenal. It's not. But, you look at Arsenal's first 5 games of the season as well. We'll have a look at that in a moment. But I think this is their hardest game on paper in their first 5. So they'd be quite confident if they won this that they could have a really, really good start to the season. They play Leicester at home next weekend, then Bournemouth away, then Fulham, then Villa at home. So their first 5 games are really, really decent. Then they play Man United at Old Trafford. No comment. Yeah, so real positivity for Arsenal if they can go and get it. Timo Nelly, Mr. Sitter, yeah. Not my words, the words of Alb in the chat. Yeah, slow start here by Arsenal, Palace. Apparently Bayern are winning. Has the Bundesliga started this weekend, I think, as well. La Liga doesn't. Nice ball into the channel, but the pace of Saliba there was very, very good recovery pace. And Palace just look off it fitness-wise. Arsenal look fitter at the moment. Which was a fear of Vieira's because he had quite a disjointed pre-season. He could only take half his squad to Australia. Half of it was left behind. So, yeah. Charlie says, what the hell is that scoreboard? I think he's talking about the one on Sky. I mean, it looks like somebody's Photoshop. Like the crap watch-alongs that try and copy what we do. It looks like something like that. I think it's a terrible scoreboard. I don't like those badges at all. Well, Draughty likes it. I don't like it. I like it when it has arse. I like it when it has arse. I like it when it has pal, nil, arse, and then the numbers. I don't need the badge. I don't like it. But, each to their own. Dane likes it. He's in the Draughty club. We should almost do a poll. Do you like the new Sky scoreboard? Hey, this is what it's like on this channel. Nothing's not pollable. Hey, Arsenal on the attack again. Zinchenko! Shoot, straight at the keeper. And already you can see on the stats, look, Arsenal 60% possession, 2 shots to 0. For the away team, Arsenal have started off very, very well. Very, very confident. And now Zinchenko cuts it back. Edge of the box. Surely a goal. Partey gets blocked. Come on, Arsenal. Show the pub team down the road how to play football, says Zane. I just want to say, in relation to Thomas Partey, I know it's a very sensitive topic, but let's try and keep all of that out. It's a game of football, and we don't want to, we want to just talk about the football. Zinchenko is wasted. He's not going to score, says Dave C. Well, Palace are on the attack here. And it's a bad ball again. Oh, dear. Only in the UK, German Sky has the old one, says Leon. And Vol says, it's a scoreboard. Seriously, if you can read it, what does it matter? Yeah, but it's like if I said to you, go and stand in the corner and think about don't think about pink elephants. You're going to think about pink elephants. So now I know that scoreboard's there. My eyes are getting drawn to it. Gabriel says Zinchenko seems to be a baller. Look, they're ex-Man City players. They're going to, any player from Man City who's a first teamer that comes and plays for Spurs, Man United or Arsenal, they should look really good. Same as Liverpool players. Man City and Liverpool are on a different planet to the rest of the Premier League. So you pick up a couple of their players and they should really stand out as Arsenal. I mean, Zinchenko and Jesus should both become two of Arsenal's best players, even though at Man City they weren't. So Sahar against White is going to be really interesting today. Got the better of him there, White. Ronaldo has won more Ballon d'Ors and Champions Leagues individually than Man United have in their history. Maguire is going to start over Varane. How can people blame him for wanting to leave, says Ethan Harris. Future Bacon says Brighton will win the league. I'd love Brighton to win the league, mate. United aren't going to win it, so I'd love Brighton to win it, but they've got absolutely no chance. I like the scoreboard because I like pictures, says Jack. I bet you do. But we all know what pictures you like to look at as well, Jack. I'm joking. Bayern are winning 4-0. Is that Bundesliga? (4-0) against Eintracht Frankfurt. Well, Eintracht Frankfurt played in the bloody... It is Bundesliga, and they're 4-0 up. Eintracht Frankfurt won the Europa League. They're not that bad. They've got goats in the team. Gnabry, Mane, Musiala, Sabitzer, Kimmich, Muller, Davies, Hernandez, Upamecano, Pavard, Neuer. Then their bench is De Ligt, Sane, Gravenberch. Bloody hell. That's a good squad. I tipped Bayern Munich for the Champions League, didn't I? So, you never know. Good to see all the football starting in Europe as well. Hi, Mark. Don't forget about the new scoreboard. 57% of you don't like it and 53% of you do like it. There you go. Talking of stats, you can see the stats on the screen there. They're updating live and Arsenal's possession has actually gone up to 64% now. So make sure you smash a like on the video and subscribe. Get involved with That's Football. We've got some new stuff for you. Our stats lineup and interactive league table is better than Sky's scoreboard. That's the bottom line. The changes we've made on That's Football are more impressive than a Photoshop picture and a crappy little timer. The timer's not even symmetrical with the 0-0. It might just be the angle I'm sat at. Chelsea to string De Jong deal out till deadline day, then pull out last minute, stitching up both Barca and United, says Small. And also, Mark, can you please start a new show on That's Football every Friday morning to predict the weekend fixtures and then every Monday to review your weekend fixtures? Well, I've done that already, Calvin. I did it today. I just didn't title it Predictions. Any dark horse for the league, says Sarab. No. I can't lie. I mean, I just can't lie. No, it's Liverpool or Man City for the title, and we all know it is. So Palace are on the attack here. They're miles away from the goal, though. Arsenal have got so much energy in this game. Whip the cross in, Zaha. Cross it, Zaha. Oh. Palace have got more into the game after a good start by Arsenal, but still very much Arsenal in charge. No, it'll be Liverpool or Man City for the league. If I had to pick somebody else, I'd struggle. It would be Chelsea or Spurs. And I'd probably say Chelsea because at least they've got the experience of winning a league. I don't think Spurs have ever won one, have they? So, yeah. Mane to score 30 plus goals for Bayern this season. I've gone for Bayern Munich for the Champions League. I think that I think they made some good signing. I think Lewandowski's a big loss, but they might be better as a team without him. Please do subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. We're on the road to 720k tonight. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Just to let you know, the Premier League season has started, and we've got a bumper weekend for you. We've got this game tonight. We've got Liverpool-Fulham tomorrow lunchtime at 12:30, and I'm doing the 3 o'clock kickoffs. So lots of watch-alongs for you. Don't forget to get involved. And on Sunday, it's the return of United. I said it's the return of United. Yeah, we're playing Brighton. I tried. Yeah, we're playing Brighton. That's going to be on the United stand. Which is also new. We've got all these stats and lineups and everything on United stand as well. So it's 2 for 1. Do you like Tottenham, says Epic? I don't mind Tottenham. I don't really dislike any team, really. I mean, it's weird. Arsenal, I haven't got a lot of... I like laughing at Arsenal, but I do quite like Arteta. But I think the only reason I think I like Arteta is because I think I can see what he's trying to do. And I can see what certain Arsenal fans are trying to do. Some Arsenal fans, as I said, I know some really good Arsenal fans. Good kick out by Ramsdale there to find Zinchenko on the attack. Good kick from the hands. And now Arsenal back on the attack again. But as I said, look, United fans aren't perfect, but I don't know many United fans that when we win, we're winning the league, and when we lose, get the manager out. And there are definitely some Arsenal fans who they've almost become infected by this virus of if we win, we're winning the league, and if we lose, we're sacking the manager. I've seen Arsenal fans, when you go and get beat by Man City at the Etihad, get Arteta out. It's like there is no game you're allowed to lose. Like if you lose, it's Arteta out. Like as a United fan, if we go to Anfield, I think we're going to get beat. If we go to the Etihad, I think we're going to get beat. Even if we're going to finish third, I think that they're just better than us at the moment. But some Arsenal fans, they just can't accept any loss. Like any loss is Arteta's fault. Do you think Arsenal can make top 4, says James? I predicted 5th, but they've got a better chance of getting top 4 than United. And I wouldn't be offended if I was an Arsenal fan if people were predicting you're going to get 5th, because last year nobody was getting top 4 apart from Chelsea, Man United, Liverpool and Man City. And as we know, United were nowhere near top 4. So it's very hard to just say the top 4 race is closed off at the start of the season. I think that Arsenal got a chance. I think they've had a better chance if they weren't in Europe. I really do think that Palace, AU, Eze, Zaha, lots of players back for Arsenal though, but Zaha's into the box. He's got too many players on him, crossed and cleared. Yeah, I do think if a Spurs, a United, Arsenal or a Chelsea were not in Europe, I think you'd walk top 4 then. But everybody is in Europe, so there's no advantage. 5-0 to Bayern. How dare you compare Mane to Lewandowski? I didn't, Daniel. I just said I think there'll be a better team without Lewandowski. I might be wrong. They'll be more mobile. Yeah, that's great, Drawty, that is. What impact do you think the World Cup and heavy schedule with the league and cups will have on the table in the Champions League, says Mark? I thought, well, I don't think it'll have any impact because when the World Cup's on, no one's playing any games, so the league table will stay the same. But I know what you mean. Decore's gone in on Xhaka there. I think he's going to book him. Oh, Anthony Taylor. Watch out, Pratt is about. Watch out, Pratt is about. You better watch out. The Pratt is about. That's not even a yellow card. He wins the ball. Who wins the ball? Man, Mark, regarding United, finally Gary Neville is making valid points about United's lack of signings. Hope he can be this consistent when being a pundit, says Joseph. And it's Radio 1's big weekend in Ibiza. What's your favourite dance tune, says Ben. Probably Agadoo. Do people still dance to that? Agadoo. Do. Corner to Arsenal. Arsenal will feel they deserve a goal. They'll feel that they've been the better team with 66% possession away from home, 4 shots to 0. Look at those stats. Arsenal will definitely feel they deserve a goal. They should have had a goal. Timo Nelly, Mr. Sitter. Goal! They've got it. It's Martinelli. I just called him Timo Nelly, and it is a goal for Arsenal. I was just saying they deserved it, and they've got it. From a corner as well. That will be very pleasing for Arsenal to score from a set piece. It's a bit of a tap-in for Martinelli, really, with his head. Can you have a tap-in with your head? Cross comes in. I think it's going to be Xhaka who heads it back. Cross comes in. It's not. It's Zinchenko. Heads it back across. Poor defending by Palace. There's more than enough people. Zinchenko with the assist and Martinelli with the goal. But, I mean, that's just bad defensively by Palace. Who's attacking that ball? And it's 1-0. It's 1-0 to Arsenal. I don't get any points off that. Apparently, he had both of them and he took them out. Benji says that Palace are a little bit overrated. I don't think they're overrated. I just don't think they look anywhere near match fit compared to Arsenal. Arsenal's fit. I've got to say, Arsenal. Somebody said this to me this morning. I said it was going to be a draw, and someone messaged me and said, I think Arsenal will win it comfortably because Palace are not prepared. They've not had a good pre-season. It's been very disjointed. And I think, to be fair, that's a very clever observation because this is not. Palace don't look ready, and Arsenal do. It just shows you the importance of a pre-season and being ready. They've not had a shot on goal yet. Harry says it hurts seeing Zinchenko in red. Zinchenko's in red! But they're playing well, Arsenal. Very well. Confident. Where's your Arteta at now? Oh, Jesus. He's playing. I tell you what, Jesus looks very good. He's found his level. I mean, he was always a good player for Palace, to be fair. But not Palace, City. But as I say, I think if you bought... Imagine if you took Fabinho and stuck him in Arsenal's midfield. Or you took Matip and you put him in Arsenal's defence. Or you took Cancelo and you put him in Spurs' defence. Like, I think if you take any first-team player from Man City or Liverpool, they're going to massively improve a Spurs, Arsenal or United. And it's very good business from Arsenal. I can't believe people were saying when Arsenal got Jesus, he's crap. Like, I was like, he's not crap. You're not a crap player if you play that much time for Pep. And he'll massively improve Arsenal. Hi, Mark. Any prediction for Serie A? I think it will be between the two Milans again, says Dennis. I've not really had a look, Dennis, to be honest. I really haven't. Goal, Zane's in the house. He'll be happy. He says they're going to win the league. The question for you, Zane, is that you were Arteta out last year. So are you Arteta out now, or have you flip-flopped? You're not the only one. I've got receipts. There's loads of Arsenal fans who Arteta out last year. I want to know what they're saying now. But Palace need to improve a lot. They look miles off at the moment. Is Anthony Taylor an Arsenal fan? I know he's not. He's definitely not a Chelsea fan, but he's definitely giving Arsenal a lot of free kicks here that I think are quite 50-50. Daniel says, why on earth would they put Palace on first game? Not had a shot on goal yet, Daniel. I think it's a fitness thing. I think there's a mismatch of fitness here. Palace didn't renew their gym membership, did they, until 2 weeks ago? But it's interesting about Arsenal. They've got a real buzz about them, and I don't really know why. There's not a massive amount of change. Zahard's got it on the left-hand side. There's not a massive amount of change for the Arsenal team, is it? A lot of it is still the same. Zinchenko and Jesus, two players with a strong winning mentality, have made a lot of difference to that team. Palace player's gone down here, but I know they bought Vieira as well, didn't they? Is he on the bench? Or is he injured? No, he's not on the bench. What's the story with Vieira then, chat? I'm not talking about the Palace manager. I'm talking about the player that they bought. Do you think Man United or Arsenal will finish higher this season, says Da Vinci? I think Arsenal will finish above Man United. I'm telling you, Arsenal are winning the league, says Jack. And will you play the recent God of War on Twitch, Adventures of Goldbridge and Boy? Don't even know what that is, Jack. Hi, Mark. Do you think De Jong to Chelsea is more likely now? No, Leroy. Arteta in, but has to get fourth, then third season after, says Zane. I presume this Vieira lad's injured. He's got a foot injury. Yeah, he's injured. Do you keep the receipts from the friends that you buy? Yeah. Make sure you subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. We're on the road to 720k on this Premier League opener. Hope you're enjoying the show. Those stats are updating live for you. They don't look pretty for Palace. I'm not always a big fan of stats, but realistically, you can't argue that Arsenal don't deserve to be in front when you look at them. No shots for Palace at home in the first half an hour. And all the pre-season hopes and dreams and confidence and of these Palace fans will be disappearing as the reality bites. They ain't playing very well. Another corner for Arsenal. Palace will be looking to deal with this a little bit better. Martinelli's not going to score from this corner because he's taken it, unless he scores directly from it. He nearly scored again, but it's punched away by the keeper. Big punch there. Tyson Fury would be happy with that, but Arsenal's still on the attack. What is it? Managed social? Yeah. I wonder why it's dropped off. Yeah, I did that before. It's there now. Yeah. Same as last time, yeah. Okay. A couple of super chats. I'm scared United are going to come out and look like Palace on Sunday. Guess Ten Hag is right about players needing to be fit, says Patrick. I'm a Southampton fan, and I don't understand why people say we'll get relegated. We've got bad runs, but when we play well, we're dangerous, says Isaac. Yeah, I don't see Southampton. Oh, God. You know, when the camera lies, you know, they say the camera never lies. It bloody does. Those people are notable by their absence. Ramsdale hit the shot against the Palace player. I thought it was bouncing in the goal, and it bounced into left back position. It's a corner for Palace. Still no shot on goal. Why is Frankie always the first to like Malacia's United picks? Says Mr. Seven. Hi, Mark. There'll be Arteta out when his players can't handle playing midweek games in Europe, says Albert. Yeah, I don't think that Arsenal's squad depth looks good enough yet, but Arteta does say he wants to sign some players. Still wants to sign more players. Oh, what's not a corner? For an offside, I think. Arsenal, dark horses to win the league. I think the spirit of the Invincibles is back. Zane, if I could laugh, I would laugh. European Super Cup watch along on Wednesday, says Carlos. You want me to do a European Super Cup watch along for Eintracht Frankfurt against Real Madrid when they're getting their arses handed on a plate against Bayern Munich 5-0? I ain't doing a bloody European Super League watch along for that shit. I'd rather watch a can of paint that's not open. What's Ramsdale doing here? He's got another. Is it a foul? No. Thoughts on no top club trying to sign Zaha? I think he's more than proved himself. Teams like Chelsea and Tottenham have recently signed wingers, says Jack. Interesting story about Zaha. It's got nothing to do with David Moyes or his daughter. Interesting story about Wilfried Zaha is this. Man United have got a 25% buyback. Not buyback. 25%. We get 25% of the fee. So Palace have always priced him out of a move. They basically always wanted at least 60 million, because if they get 60 million, 15 of it comes to United. So they've always overpriced him. Sell-on clause, that's it, Ron, yeah. So unfortunately, Man United have screwed his career up twice, really, because Palace have always wanted a lot of money for him, which, I mean, I think Arsenal and Spurs have been really interested in him over the years, but they just don't want to pay the price. So it's a bit unfortunate, really, because I think Zaha I think he could play at a top 4 club. But he's probably a bit old now, though, is he? How old's Zaha now? 30 this year. Martinelli is the scorer of the goal. Zinchenko got the assist, if you're an FPL lover. Not that I'm not an FPL lover, but I haven't got any of them too. I've got 3 Arsenal players, and none of them were involved. Odegaard, Jesus, and White. Yeah, and United stand 2022. All right, yeah, I'm not in there at the moment. Who's better, Messi or Ronaldo, says Harry? Doesn't really matter. They're both on the decline. So Arsenal fans will be the happier at the moment. 1-0 up, looking comfortable. Palace, I don't think technically have actually had a shot on goal yet. And we've had over half an hour, and they're the home team. They just can't get into the game. But maybe as the game goes on, they'll get better. Now they're on the attack again, Arsenal. Nice ball into Jesus, lays it into Odegaard. Good tackle, but Jesus will pick it up. It goes wide to Saka. Oh, they tackle each other almost there, and then there's a foul. Yeah, they're both there for me. Maybe you need to log off and come off, but if you do that. Oh, no. Yeah, no shots for Palace. No corners for Palace. And 42% possession. Captain Apollo. I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark, says Captain Apollo. What you're on about there, mate? John says Palace should be happier because they could be 3-0 down. Please smash a like on the video, and there's a share button underneath. We've got nearly 20,000 people watching for an opening game in the Premier League. So hopefully we can keep on moving up on that. That's football community. Everyone's welcome on here. Please do subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. And remember, we're doing Liverpool-Fulham tomorrow. I think Fulham are going to get absolutely battered. I think they're going to go straight back down as well. Palace into the box. Arsenal again defending well. And if in doubt, kick it out. And that's what Gabriel does. Dreams can come true. Ooh, I tell you what. Could have been a handball there. Cool. Could have been a handball. He won't give it, though. Do you think United? I don't know the handball rule, so I can't comment either way. Do you think United would have won the league in '95 if Cantona's kung fu kick didn't happen? Definitely, yes, JC. Definitely. Cheers, Mark, says Path. But these things happen. You've got to deal with it. The ball's in the air for a very long time and it lands on his hand. But I can't honestly debate whether that's a handball or not, because I just don't understand the handball rule. It's not consistent. Super chat on the screen there. Do you think United would have won the league? Yeah, I've done that one, haven't we? From Cantor, from JC. Yeah, they would have won the league in '95. I mean, we literally lost the league on the last day, and there was a lot of disruption because of that Cantona thing. I think that happened in the January as well. Yeah, Palace just look a lot slower to the ball. Rahul says Salaba's looking solid. Well, you've got a £50 million centre-back who's probably going to be on the bench, isn't he? I don't think Ben White can be a long-term right-back. I presume Tamiyasu's, he just seems to always be injured. Uh, 10 minutes to go to half-time. Arsenal deservedly in the lead at the moment. Yeah, Tamiyasu must still be injured again. Ben White! Ooh, could have had an assist there. I have got him in my team. I'm completely scouting for information. Tamiyasu is injured. He's always bloody injured. Oh, good play by Zaha, but he ain't going to get far. And as he wasn't fouled, Martinelli. Tierney's on the bench. Somebody just said, where will Zinchenko play when Tierney comes back? He's on the bench. I don't know whether he's fully fit, but I mean, I hate to break it to Arsenal fans, but I'd say Zinchenko's better than Tierney at left back. So, but maybe he can go into the midfield anyway. Some hard work here from Palace. I mean, Arsenal need to be a little bit careful because 1-0 can become 1-1, as we know. It can also become 2-0. Marty says, who scores more this season, Nunez or Haaland? Nice little picture, Marty. I've got Haaland in my fancy Premier League team and I went for him for Golden Boot. So that's where I'm going. Goldbridge has gone for Haaland. Still no shots for Palace at home. Oh, dear. Martinelli scored for Arsenal, Max. I'm surprised by Palace. I really just think it's a fitness thing because they've got some really good players and really energetic players out there. There is a lad on the bench for Palace who he was the only player that really impressed me in the pre-season game that we played against them. I forget what his name was. Let me get his name off the bench. They're on the attack now, though, Palace. Let me just have a quick look what happens here. Zaha, he wins a foul. What was his name? Ebioe, number 23. Played on the right against us. Quite good. Got some good young players coming through, Palace. Do you have any advice for McTominay fan? What should I do with my life? Live? What should you do with your life, Prince? Nothing wrong with liking McTominay. Alice must be still injured, yeah. He's not on the bench. Well, cross comes in. Strong defending. Arsenal defence looks strong. I thought it was much improved last year anyway. They need to have a shot, Palace. The fans are crying out, have a shot. They hit half time and have no shots. It's like being on a stag do with a boring groom. Have a shot. Come on. Shoot. Bloody hell. I would have had a shot there. He's played a crap pass. Well done, Zaha. Oh, is that a foul? Don't book Ben White. Don't book him. He's in my fancy Premier League team. Yeah, he's not going to book him. I was going to go mad at Anthony Taylor then. Probably was a yellow card for Ben White, to be fair. But still winning. Thanks everyone who's tuning in, by the way. It's about to hit half time. We'll talk about some of the weekend fixtures. Oh, it's got to be what a save by Ramsdale. What a save by Ramsdale. He's got to score. He's got to score. That was the chance of the half. And I think it's Edward or Edouard. How does he miss? What a save by Ramsdale. He was well onside. It's a good save. He should score, though. He could have got a penalty. White nearly kicks his head off. But it's a good save by the keeper. Arsenal will be coming in at half-time. Very happy with that. Five shots to one. If you're a Palace fan, you can celebrate the goal. You can celebrate the chance. He should have scored. Anderson's playing very well. Palace are growing into the game. I think Arsenal got the goal they wanted and they've sort of played a little bit more conservative, looking to hit on the break. So could be in for a good second half here. I'd put Ramsdale in goal. Banner has a typo for the Twitter. It says TF, not TV. Molly, thank you. Mark, what one player from both teams would you sign for United? Oh, I love that, Constantine. So from Arsenal for United, I would sign Saka. We need a midfielder. We need a strike. Man United need a lot of things, but I think I would take Saka from Arsenal. And how is he not given a foul there, Anthony Taylor? Okay, I'll never understand this ref. I don't know how he represents us in major tournaments. From Palace, a little bit more difficult. It's given a yellow card to Xhaka for diving. No. I don't know. Don't know who's booking here. Oh, he's back. He's booking Xhaka for diving. A bit harsh. It is a dive. It is a dive, though. Who would it take from Palace? I like Eze. I think that Decore is too early to say, but I quite like him. Yeah, don't know. Xhaka's been booked for diving anyway. That's the last thing you want if you're Xhaka, because you're always thinking I'm going to get a red card for a foul. That's a nice angled ball there, but I think Xhaka's read it quite well. Saka, sorry. Because I saw Zaha. That should have been a 1-2-1 touch. Come on. Sloppy Palace. Good play by Saliba on the ground. Oh, my God. He can't control the ball, but they get it with Zaha on the left-hand side. Into the 45th minute. Well, again, you wonder why he's not given a foul there. I suppose it's in the box and he felt it was a bit soft. Hypothetical question, but who do you think De Jong would get in the United team in the era of Keane and Scholes? No. Josh, come on. Only 1 minute added on. We've had 30 seconds already. I very much doubt Palace are going to have a shot, considering they've only had one shot in 45. Although, he nearly did. Oh, he did. It's a corner. Edouard. I don't know what happens here. He sort of finds his way through. It's a good block. I think it's Saliba again, isn't it? Gets the block in. No, Xhaka. Thanks for the super chat, Nick. He says, have a soft spot for Palace. They were my cover team as a kid to avoid beating. Believe it or not, in the chat, being a United fan in the mid-90s would anger other kids, says Nick P. Corner coming in from Eze. And headed away, and that should be the end of the half. Yes, it will be. And the referee blows. Half-time, 1-0 to Arsenal. So there we go, 1-0 at half-time. Make sure you subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. Give us your thoughts on the half, and then we'll talk about the rest of the games coming up this weekend. Should Palace have had a penalty? That's an interesting point. Feet out, half-time chat, bang, bang, bang. Well, let's not forget, Ramsdale made a very good save as well. Story of the half. Look, it's 1-0 to Arsenal. I think they deserve it. You look at those stats, 56% possession. But Palace did come into the game more at half-time, just before half-time. Them stats look a lot more equal now. Arsenal just shading it, but there was a time where Arsenal had 60% possession. They had 4 shots and Palace had none. So Palace coming back into the game. 1-0 is a dangerous scoreline. Arsenal probably need to get that second goal early in the second half, just put this game to bed. But story of the half, Martinelli had an absolute sitter. Right in the first 5 minutes, he missed it. Arsenal, a lot more energetic, a lot more better in the possession and in the press. And the goal coming from a corner, funnily enough. Corner came in, Zinchenko heads it back in. I don't think Palace deal with it very well, and Martinelli's got a free header inside the 6-yard box to make it 1-0. After that, not really that much from Arsenal, really. More controlled, looking to play on the break. Palace, been allowed to sort of grow into the game. Nearly made it 1-1. Anderson, I think it was, heads it across. Edwards unmarked on the edge of the 6-yard box. Under a bit of pressure from Ben White's foot, but heads it, should score it. Good save by Ramsdale. And 1-0 to Arsenal at half-time. There was a contentious decision that maybe Gabriel of Arsenal handballed it in the box. Well, he did handball it in the box. The ball went up very, very high. He doesn't really know where it is. It sort of brushes against his arm as it comes down. I think my honest opinion on this is it a penalty? Yes, but only in the way I understand the handball rule. I don't understand the new handball rule. I don't think anybody understands it. It seems to me that, well, does anybody actually understand it? Because I always thought if it was a natural arm movement, it's not a penalty. And if it's an unnatural movement, it is a penalty. But I don't think that actually is the case, because there was a penalty in the Community Shield last week, and was it Ruben Diaz? His hand is in a natural position. He's not trying to handle the ball. It just hits his hand. So I don't know. I don't know what the handball rule is. I didn't think it would be given, and it didn't get given, I suppose. Mark, is top 4 a must for Arsenal this season, says Manas. I don't know what the Arsenal expectations are for this season. I mean, it's interesting because as a United fan, Pretty says, I think it is a pen. We'll do a poll. Is it a pen? As a United fan, I think we'll finish 6th. That's not being negative. That's being realistic. So I think Arsenal fans, some of them will be expecting 4th, and some of them will be saying we're probably going to finish 5th. So I don't know what Arsenal fans think. I predicted you'll finish 5th, but I do think you've got a chance of getting in the top 4, because basically, are Chelsea and Spurs vulnerable? Well, they're more vulnerable than Man City and Liverpool. So you might get that. Will Nunes do better or Haaland in your opinion, says Elston? I think it's been a long time since we've had 2 strikers where we look at it and go, who's the better? Who's going to score the more goals? I've gone for Haaland, but I think they'll both score a lot of goals. I think if you're Haaland or Nunez, you can almost miss 2 sitters a game and still get the chance to get a hat-trick. I think they're going to get 4 or 5 big chances a game. So I think they'll score a lot of goals. It'll be very interesting to see who comes out on top. I might run a poll for that in a minute. Mark, what's worse, Liverpool winning their 20th league title or City winning 3 Premier League titles in a row? Well, one of those things is going to happen, Jordan. And it's a depressing thought, but one of those things will happen. Man City will become the 2nd team to win 3 titles in a row like United, or Liverpool will win 20 Premier League trophies like United. The lesser of 2 evils is Man City winning 3 in a row, is the honest answer. And the reason for that is City are not as big a rival to me as a United fan than Liverpool are. So that's what I would say. But neither are very nice. What are your thoughts on Renato Sanchez signing for PSG, says Basil? Good signing for them. But I do also think that signing for PSG is a bit of a... I think it's a bit... I don't know. In footballing terms, well, it is a football thing. Signing for PSG is a little bit like playing FIFA with PSG. I mean, I know that sounds stupid, but it is. You know, when you play FIFA and you're doing a FIFA career mode, what twat does a PSG want? Unless you're a PSG fan. Like, oh my God. Like, how boring must it be? You're living for the Champions League. Oh, look, I'm playing Rennes away. Can't wait for that one. Shall I play Mbappe and Neymar? No, I could play myself up front and we'll still win. I mean, PSG on career mode, boring. So, yeah, look, I think it's a good signing for PSG, but I think nothing's going to make that French league interesting. So, Anthony Taylor is terrible, says Luke Smith. Just got told I didn't get the job after I tried my hardest. I'm gutted to have him. Try again. It is disappointing, but true, try again. How do you see the chances of Spurs winning the league? Non-existent, Serge. I don't know why people are talking about Spurs winning the league. I'd love Spurs to win the league over Liverpool or Man City, but I absolutely cannot see it happening. I'd love it, but I can't see it happening. Mark, do you think Man United should focus more on the Europa? No, Prince. I think that's a dangerous thing to do. I think you've got to have a squad to do both. I mean, should Arsenal... Look, we're watching Arsenal, so let's throw it at Arsenal. Should Arsenal focus more on winning the Europa League than getting in top four? Arsenal probably got a better chance of winning the Europa League than getting top four, but they will go for both. And I think where Arsenal need to improve is they need a better bench. I look at that bench and I'm like, all right, they've got a couple of injuries. They've got Vieira, Tomiyasu to come back, but I still think they need more. What if Jesus gets injured? Who's going to play up front? Nketiah, I don't think is good enough. So I think they need a little bit more depth, Arsenal. Especially, look, I think with Arsenal, you got a good start to the season. If you win here tonight, you got Leicester at home. I think you'd win that. You got Bournemouth away. They've got some really winnable games in August, Arsenal. But even if you win your first 4 games in August, it's where you are at Christmas that matters. And I think where you need a squad is in September and October when you're playing Carabao Cup, Europa League. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Spurs won their first 3 last year. Spurs transfers and hype from pundits are overrated and over the top only because of Conte. Well, Conte is a very good coach, Anthony. I think that is the big thing. What's your favourite United title-winning season of the Premier League era? I'd pick the comeback in 95, 96 when they overhauled Newcastle. Well, no season will top 99 for me. I know it's such a boring answer, but you couldn't help but encapsulate the whole thing into the treble. We probably won better FA Cups than that Newcastle final in 99. We probably won better leagues than we did beating Spurs on the final day, but it was all about the whole thing. Just a wonderful season. If a player gets booked for diving, Salah and Sterling would play 20 games per season in the Prem. Favourite football conspiracy theory, Mark, says Paolo. Tell me some. I'd go with Arsenal winning this year. I'd go with Liverpool winning this year. I don't want City to possibly win 4 Premier Leagues in a row next year, says Shahid. I don't massively give a shit about Man City winning 3, 4, 5 in a row. As long as they haven't won 20 altogether, that's surely what the bottom line's all about. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. Spurs defence won't be good enough, says Alan. Well, I'm very, very interested to see if Jed Spence starts for them. That's what I'm interested to see. Anderson is excellent for Palace, says Kyle. No penalty. 57% of you said no penalty. Majority rules. Who scores more? Do this next in the poll. Who scores more? Haaland or Nunez? Poll is there. Get in there. Make sure you subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. Bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. We're on the road to 720k. We're only about 10 away. So bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. Get involved with That's Football this season. We've got the World Cup. Got loads of watch-alongs. Champions League. I'm not doing the Super Cup. Who's going to watch the Super Cup? I mean, I'll give you a hint why you shouldn't watch the Super Cup on Wednesday. It's Real Madrid against Eintracht Frankfurt. And Eintracht Frankfurt are being beat 5-1 by Bayern Munich at the moment in the Bundesliga. So I won't be wasting my time watching that on Wednesday. Conspiracy, PSG always play at night, says Nick. Didn't know about that one. Tell us your favourite conspiracies. We'll read some of them out. Which Arsenal player would you like at Man United, says Johnny. Saka. I'd like Saka. Yeah. As you can see with the stats that we've got on the screen, yellow card, you can see the yellow next to Xhaka. If anyone gets subbed on or off for Palace or Arsenal, it will automatically update as well. So that's the starting lineup. Yellow card for Xhaka. You can see the goal next to Martinelli's left shoulder as well. There's your stats. They're updating live. Obviously, nothing's changing at the moment because it's half time. So I hope you're enjoying the new look watch along on That's Football. We'll have the same stuff going on the United stand as well, but That's Football gets to christen it. So make sure you smash a like and subscribe, bottom right-hand corner, and share the video. You're very, very welcome. Everyone's welcome on That's Football, of course. And it's 1-0. Second half is nice and evenly poised. Remember, tomorrow we're doing Liverpool against Fulham at 12:30, and then at 3 o'clock, we're going to be covering all the 3 o'clock games. So tune in for that. And then tomorrow night at 7:30, I've got a brand new show on TalkSport Radio, which is basically like Call Goldbridge. So you can call in and talk about anything from the weekend. Palace fans might still be moaning about the handball. Arsenal might be phoning in saying they're going to win the league. Spurs fans might have beaten Southampton 4-0 and think they're going to win the league. Palace might win in the second half, and Arsenal fans might be ringing in saying Arteta. So that'll be live on YouTube, but also live on national radio. So looking forward to that as well. Big day tomorrow. And then Sunday, it's Manchester United against Brighton. Ten Hag's first game. And I'm glad it's a home game as well. Credit to Arsenal. I think very difficult to open the season and have an away game. And it's always nice to be at home on the opening game. So well done for that. Arsenal away from home against Palace, who I think Palace will be a good side, but they just don't look totally fit to me. Favourite conspiracy, Goldbridge is a Nottingham fan, says Marky. Shakespeare did not write Shakespeare, for real, says Johnny. Okay. 73% of you are going with Haaland over Nunez. I think that's completely disproportionate. Even though I would go for Haaland, I'm surprised it's that big. That's what she said. How good was Zlatan in his prime, says Marcus. You're talking to the wrong guy about Zlatan. I mean, he's a good player. He's a very good player, but I don't actually buy into the hype with Zlatan. I think he's very good. I think he's world class, but he's nowhere near the conversation of people like Zidane or certainly a Ronaldo or a Messi. I think he's a world-class player, Zlatan, but I don't think he's one of the greats. Mark, have you replaced Cole Collymore? Well, Cole Collymore's not been on for years. I don't think it's called Cole Goldbridge, by the way. I'm just doing that. Best wishes, Mark. Good luck with the content this year, says South Holland. Thank you very much. Look at this little cocky kid. Seen him? He's just scored a penalty and he's going like that to all the Palace fans. He's only about 6. Legend. Mark, have you done that from Max D? World class, but not a great, says Rebel Red. That's my opinion. Frankfurt got a goal back. It's 1-5 now. Yaya Toure was a fantastic player, Riyadh. I hate to say it, but he was. I hate to say it because he was a Man City player. What do I think is going to happen in the second half? One thing I did get asked, the players are just about to come out. Second half, I actually would favour Arsenal to go and get a second goal and kill the game off. But you never know. I think Arsenal would be quite pissed off if they didn't go on to win this game. But you never know. It's always a game of two halves. Are you surprised Roy Keane has been out of management for so long, says Josh? Maybe he wants to be. Maybe he wants to be. Do I think there'll be a shock this weekend? Well, I think the biggest chance of a shock was this game. I think Spurs will beat Southampton. Are they playing Southampton or is it Bournemouth? They're at home to somebody. I think Spurs will win at home. I think Chelsea will beat Everton. I think Liverpool will beat Fulham. I think Man City will beat West Ham. And I think United will beat Brighton. So then you're looking at, can Forest go and win at Newcastle? That'd be a shock. I don't think we'll get a shock this weekend. I don't. I actually expect Arsenal, Spurs, Chelsea, not Man United. Maybe, I think Man United will have a good start. I think for the first few weeks, Spurs, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, Man City and Liverpool will all win most of their games. Everton will beat Chelsea. I'd be stunned if that happens, Michael. Anyway, second half's up and running. Do I need to do you the time? I'm 35 seconds in. Chelsea have a bad record at Goodison. Yeah, but Everton are going to have a bad record at Goodison because of the crap. I tell you what, that would be surprised. That would be a shock. If Everton were half decent this year, I'd be stunned. I don't think Lampard's up to the job. Nice ball in behind here by Palace. He's down the right wing. Ayew, cross comes in. It's not a bad cross. Ben White clears it away. Conspiracy, Eric Ten Hag is Ollie with his hair shaved. It's just Constantine. I feel like Ollie could come back at any minute. I'm back, everybody. I was hiding in a cupboardy. I was here all along. I've never left. Can Palace do better in this second half? Well, they're on the attack again here. Need to have more shots on goal. Go on then. That's a corner. See? When you're posting your new FIFA video, says Cody, we're quite far behind at the moment. So probably put one up tomorrow. Wow, it's hard. It's hard because we've got 2 watch-alongs tomorrow. So I'll probably put one up on Sunday. Yeah, we might. Is that ready to go? Okay. Good. Oh, Ramsdale nearly spills it, but gets hold of it. Shah says Chelsea to win the league. Well, I'll do a poll. We'll do a poll on this. So, end poll, Haaland, 73%. Let's do a poll on this. Liverpool or Man City are going to win the league. Who wins the league? Who wins the league? If not City / Liverpool. So who would you say, if Liverpool and if Liverpool and City weren't in the league, who would win the league this year? Spurs, Chelsea, Arsenal. I'll put United in there for the laugh, but if you vote for United, you're a prat. Spurs are going to win a trophy, says someone. We can vote on the poll now. Arsenal got a free kick, chance to whip a cross in. Conspiracy theory, Ollie is preventing the De Jong deal so McFred can live on, says Bobby. Odegaard whips it. Oh no, it wasn't headed away. Saka's picked it up on the far side. Good strength. Cross comes in, headed away. Headed away now. Three minutes of the second half gone. I think that'd be an interesting game to keep the eye on tomorrow for match of the day. Newcastle against Forest. Forest have bought a lot of players. You know, Henderson's in goal, Lingard. They've bought loads of players. I don't even know who they are. Don't even know the names. And then Newcastle, as we know, billionaire owned. I mean, you'd fancy Newcastle to win, but the thing I like about this season is that there's no... It's like Villa with Gerrard. He came in and it was like, well, there's no real expectation because they can't really do anything at the moment. And then it's a full season now. Same as Eddie Howe. Came in and did a good job, but now everyone's starting off together. What can you do? Manek says, United are going to win the league. You just got to believe it. United win the league is like me thinking I'm going to win the lottery tomorrow night. I won't even buy a ticket. Do Barcelona have a chance of winning the Champions League? Well, I'm not going to say no, Marcus, because I didn't think Real Madrid could win it last year, and they did. So I don't think anything's off the cards in a cup competition. I wouldn't put them as one of the favourites, but I wouldn't say they can't win it. Saka into Odegaard, and he shoots wide. Favourite American band? I've only ever heard you sing Britpop classics, says Ollie. Yeah, I don't really like American things. No, I do like American things. I like American football, but American music. There's not really any band I've consistently liked. I used to like the Killers a bit, Red Hot Chili Peppers, but I don't know. I've never really loved an American band. Green Day's okay, yeah. A few songs I like. Headed away from a corner from Arsenal. Can Palace hit on the break? No, because Arsenal's energy is really good. Although they could. Hit it now! Into the channel now! Oh, too slow, AU. This is the difference between high level for players and mid-table players. Like that pass was on 2 seconds ago. Klein. Remember when Klein was at Liverpool? What a ball! It's got to be 1. No! Oh, he's missed it. Eze, 1-on-1. Another great save by Ramsdale. That should have been 1-1. How he didn't score it, well, only the keeper will tell you. That should have been 1-1. Should have been 1-1. Great save. Another big save by Ramsdale. Just wasn't confident. Eze. You could say it was an Eze chance. He missed it. Philip says it wasn't a great save. It was straight at him. Well, I haven't seen the replay. Maybe it wasn't a good finish, but what you can say is that the keeper made the save and he should have scored. Lovely ball. I think it's Zaha. What a pass by Zaha. To be fair, it looks you've got to score, but there's not. Yeah, he's hit it bad. He's got to go bottom corner there. Jesus on the edge. Good tackle. As he gets it wide to Zaha, he's got some space to run into. He's got Ben White. Can he have him on toast? He's got past him. Still got it. Oh, he's had him. Oh, good tackle. Good tackle by Saliba. It's getting a bit getting a bit tasty now. Make sure you subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. I think we've hit 720k now. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Yeah, that's a handball by Ben White, but you never give those. It would have been very unfair. But he had Ben White on toast there. You could say he had Ben's on toast. Beans on toast. Doesn't really work. My timestamp is I can't believe I'm being asked for the timestamp. We've got a timer under Arsenal. You can see it. Well, I think Arsenal got to be a bit careful here. It should be 1-1, and they've not played really. I don't think Arsenal have been impressive since they went 1-0 up. They seem to be just, I don't know. Thoughts on Limp Bizkit, says Lamey. Don't dip it in your tea. What do you think went wrong with McTominay? Mourinho, Oli, Fergie, all of them were praising him, but then he's not good enough. Can he redeem himself under Ten Hag, says Prince? Oh, don't depress me on a Friday night. I don't want to talk about bloody McTominay. Here we go. Oh, good tackle. Good tackle. I thought Arsenal were in there. I think DK puts it well. He says Arsenal looked really good for 15 minutes. They've been coasting since they went 1-0 up. Yes. I thought in the first 15 minutes, Arsenal looked like they could win this game 3 or 4-0, but they've got that goal. And like many teams, you get the goal away from home and you start to think, let's protect what we've got. Let's hit on the break. And I still think they can hit on the break, but they've got a free kick here on the edge of the box. I mean, second goal, I think this game's probably over. But they need to get that second goal. When I needed a neighbor, were you there? Were you there? So, free kick for Arsenal. Captain Odegaard. Why? Why is Xhaka not the captain? Why is Odegaard the captain? Ooh, that's an interesting conversation point if you've got any Arsenal fans. Didn't know Odegaard was your captain. Went for the free kick. Hi, Mark. I'm looking forward for a new season. Everton will struggle this season and United to finish 6th, sadly. And Forest to surprise, says Mohammed. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this season. As you know, on That's Football, we watch a lot of the games together. and trying to get as good a look as I can over the first 2 weeks of all the teams. Not easy, but Palace don't look particularly ready for the start of the season. Oh, that's a terrible ball. Keeper keeps it in. I'm doing Man United on Sunday as a watch-along, Raheem, on the United stand. So I can't really do any other game because when the United game finishes, I have to do player ratings and match reaction. And by the time I've done that, the Man City West Ham game will have started. So I will watch it, but I won't be able to do a watch-along for it. He's captain in Norway as well, says Matthias. Substitution here. Mateta is coming on for Palace. I imagine he's going to take Edouard off, but it's a corner to Arsenal here. The poll looks pretty equal. So basically, the question to you in the chat is, who wins the league if City and Liverpool don't exist? 35% have gone with Spurs, 34% have gone with Chelsea, 16% have gone with Arsenal, and 15% have gone with United. I'm surprised more people haven't gone with Chelsea. So it just shows you how positive people are towards Spurs. Let's see if they can actually deliver. United needs Arsenal's board over 300 million last two summer windows. Wish Eric Ten Hag could have half of that, says Logan. Thanks for the super chats. 17,000 tuning in as well. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Of course, we're back tomorrow lunchtime with Fulham Liverpool. Edouard does come off. Mateta comes on. Half an hour to go. I think Arteta would love to just end this game now and take the 3 points. He will not like Palace coming back into this game. And as things stand at the moment, I think it could easily go either way. Could go 3 ways. Could be a draw. I don't fancy Palace to win, actually. I think this has got a draw or an Arsenal win. I don't fancy a Palace win. I don't think it's that sort of a game. 6-1 to Bayern, says Frank. What players would you take from Arsenal? I've done this before. Saka. M&K Group. All teams that change captains naturally except us, says Faris. Oh, this should be it. Jesus. Odegaard. Why didn't he shoot? You bloody twat. Why didn't you shoot? I've just realised I've got Jesus and Odegaard in my fancy Premier League team. Why didn't you just bury it? Oh, come on. Why didn't he shoot? He was trying to pass to Martinelli. Shoot yourself next time. I could have had a goal and an assist. Yeah, I've got 3 Arsenal players. I've got Jesus, Odegaard and Ben White. So at the moment, the only one who's going to get many points is Ben White. And he's going to get booked. Fucking hell. Bloody jinx right there. Right, you're sold, mate. You're sold. That yellow card never would have happened if Odegaard had finished his bloody chance. I could have had an assist and a goal. I've ended up with neither and a yellow card from the other player. Bloody great. I don't know why I picked Ben White. I thought Ben White got quite a lot of points last year. I thought he was going to play centre back. He's going to be on the bloody bench, isn't he? He ain't playing at right back. He's too slow. Well, if I was Arteta, I'd get Ben White off quick because he's on a yellow card against Zaha. So they're just going to get the ball to Zaha. Palace corner. Do you think the news United shirt sponsor TeamViewer will not renew its deal mark the beginning and the end for Glazers, says Stephen? I don't know, mate. I wish I did, but I don't know. Corner to Palace. Still half an hour to go. Cross comes in. Not a very good one. Anderson wins it, though. Oh! Well, he's given a foul. Anthony Taylor's given a foul. That's what you get for picking Arsenal players, CC Lou. Oh, but I was listening to all the positivity. I thought they were going to win the league. I'm surprised at how many people are backing Chelsea in the poll. I'm a Chelsea fan, but all our strikers want to leave, says Stephen. Who? Havertz doesn't want to leave. I think you'll get Aubameyang. I think you'll get Aubameyang. He's played with Tuchel before at Dortmund, hasn't he? So I think you'll get Aubameyang. Here's Saka, good cross. That Anderson's very good at the back for Palace. He wins a lot of headers. He was at Norwich, wasn't he, I think? Not Norwich, Fulham. Mark, who would you consider is the best footballer in history other than Ronaldo or Messi? For me, it has to be Pele or Maradona, says I'm Envy. The trouble about Pele is there's not enough evidence, apart from winning the World Cup in 58, 70. But no, I think Maradona for me. Maradona, I think Maradona is probably the best player of all time. I think he was a mad. He was a little bit crazy, but yeah, I think he was a magician. That clip I like of Maradona is where he's doing keep-ups on the pitch, and then he just keeps blasting it about 50 yards in the air, but it's dead straight, and then it just keeps coming down, and he does it again. Try and do that 3 times without moving. He just keeps kicking the ball 50 yards in the air, and then kicking it again and again and again, and he never moves. Who's he booking now? Klein. Can we swap Maguire for Anderson, says Jack? He looks good. I think he'll end up at a bigger club than Palace in future. Good player. Mark, do you think Martial, Ronaldo and Sancho work? Says Rajesh. Well, not at the moment because Martial's injured. Which fantasy team are you doing, Mark? I didn't know there was anything else other than Fantasy Premier League. Why? We haven't at the moment. Would you rather have Tielemans or Llorente at United, says Bazit? I like Llorente. I'd probably take Llorente over Tielemans. I think he's got more of what we need, but I mean, I'd take either at the moment. I'd take Romu from bloody Southampton at the moment. Yeah, I think Arsenal fans will be a little bit nervous here. I mean, I think you will probably get over the line, but as I say, it was a very impressive 15 minutes. But when you think about it, Ramsdale's made 2 big saves in this game, and the Palace keeper hasn't had to make it, apart from the goal, and he's not really had to make any big saves. So on the balance of the game, Palace might feel a little bit unlucky. And you can't live off the first 15 minutes for 90 minutes. So Arsenal need to be a little bit careful here. I think they'd love to just get this game won and move on. Because Palace have certainly grown into it. Man of the match so far. I think Odegaard's had a good game again, apart from not shooting. I think Saliba's had a good game defensively for Arsenal. Cross comes in. He's still got it. Good block. Good block by Partey. Anderson wins another header. Yeah, for Palace, I think Anderson's been very, very good. They've actually looked quite good at the back, but Is there any chance if we don't get De Jong that we'll go for Neves or Rice? No, the chosen one. There's no chance we're going for Declan Rice anyway. George Best, greatest of all time, says Callum. Always amazes me when you think of it like this. Think of it like this. Messi and Ronaldo, you know, when you see all these compilations of Messi and Ronaldo, well, we've probably recorded 99% of their career, maybe more. So 99% of Messi and Ronaldo's career has been caught on camera. So whenever you're doing their best bits or whatever like that, you've basically got their whole career to do it on. George Best, less than 5% of it was recorded. It's amazing, isn't it? Cross comes in for Palace. Ramsdale with the easy catch. Thanks, Vandy Candy. Can you please call my brother Abdullah a Pratt? He's an Arsenal fan who thinks Xhaka is better than De Jong. Yeah, he's definitely a Pratt than Omer. Ronaldo's trending on Twitter. Don't know why. I'm going to close the poll now. 34% of you think Spurs or Chelsea would win the league if Liverpool or Man City didn't. There you go. Still 22 minutes to go. Could there be a late twist in the tail? Referee's letting it run a bit. Good play there by Partey. Now he's giving a free kick. SMMS says it's been a bit of a boring match. I think it's been a bit of an opening season game, really. You know, I think it's the away team scores. I'd like, a lovely ball into Saka here. He's got spaces. He comes into the box. What's he going to do? Goes on his own. Goal kick. Can't believe George Best's son sent a super chat, says Butterbean. And please give me United Stand membership, says Gov. Yeah, that's never going to happen on the That's Football, mate. It's impossible. $20 minutes to go. Yeah, I think it's been a typical first game of the season. I'd like to have seen Arsenal push it at 1-0 to go and make it 2-0, but I think they've done what a lot of teams do away from home. They've got that goal, and then they've backed themselves to defend it out and hit on the break. Whereas before the goal, they were backing themselves to, attack a lot more. Here's Zaha. And again, Arsenal do the defensive work. I think there's another chance in this game for Palace. Nice ball into Zaha. No, Ramsdale's quick off his line. I think there's another chance for this in Palace, for Palace. So I think Arsenal, if this carries on, Palace will get another big chance. Arsenal need to go and get the second goal. I did predict a draw before the game, though. Just saying. Do I think United will get Champions League football, says Extreme? Well, I don't think we'll get it through the Premier League. I think we'll have to win the Europa League, and Arsenal are in that. I tell you what, I think this Saliba's looked good for Arsenal. I'd say that, to be fair, the two best players on the pitch are probably Saliba for Arsenal and Anderson for Palace. I don't know what everyone else thinks. Well, here we go. Zaha's picked up on the far side. Still on the attack here. For an old man, your trim is decent, mate, says Gov. Whatever. Jesus has been classed as nice. Mark, did you see Leeds owners' interviews? Says Matteo? No. I'll tell you what surprised me. 5 subs. 5 subs. I'm surprised there haven't been any more subs. Clearly a lot of players out there tired. And I'm surprised there hasn't been a few more subs. Ollie Dowd says Arsenal look scary this season. I don't know what game he's watching. I don't think Arsenal fans would agree they look scary. I thought they looked very good attacking-wise for 15 minutes, but since they've been 1-0 up, they've been quite defensive, really. I think they could have gone and put this game to bed, but I don't. Are you scared of Liverpool winning 20 this season, says friend? No, I'm not scared. I don't want it to happen, but I wouldn't say I'm scared. Yeah, I think Saliba's probably man of the match. They've just put up some stats for him there, so fair play if he spotted it without. He's number 1 for clearances, possession 1, second for long passes. So, hi Mark. When I worked on EMR, I met George Best's son Callum. He was so lovely. Seeing him speak about his dad, the proud in his eyes. Great lad, says Tracy Taylor. Thanks, Tracy. Talking of subs, 2 more coming on for Palace. It's that winger who's coming on. What's his name? Abiowi. I think that's how you pronounce it. Or it could be Abiway. Thanks everyone who's tuning in, by the way. Please do subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Could we get a bit of excitement in the last 15 minutes of this Premier League opener? Think of all the games and twists and turns we've got before May. Got a World Cup in between. Anderson has been elite. Clear man of the match, says George. Well, I think him and Saliba, they've been my 2 picks so far. In fairness, a few people are talking about Gabriel Jesus in the chat. It's not like he's had any chances. I'll always defend strikers in relation to chances because we've had this at United with Ronaldo, Cavani, Martial, Rashford over the years. Can be a graveyard shift. You've got to get service. He's not really had any service today. Oh, Good tackle. Can he put a cross in? You've got to whip that now. Cross comes in. They're all flying all over. Oh, he's given a free kick to Arsenal. Of course he has. I think Salah is better already at his age than Rio was, says Zane. I'll tell you one thing I will say, Zane. He's better than Rio is now. That was a foul, to be fair. It was a foul. Yeah, I'm not doing very well on FPL. I've got Ben White, who has got a clean sheet, but he's also got a yellow card. And then I've got Odegaard and I've got Jesus. I don't want to rush and make changes off one game, but I wish I'd put Salah in instead of Ben White. I think he's going to have a good season if he's going to play regularly, which he clearly is. Let's have a quick look how much he would be. Arsenal. So you can get Salah for 4.5, same as Ben White. Here is Zaha. Away from Partey. Good tackle by guess who? Salah, but he's given a foul on Partey. Callum says Cantona or Dalglish. Not Cantona for me, but I think a lot of people will say Dalglish if they're a Liverpool fan. To be fair, it was a foul by Thomas Partey. Didn't really hold Zaha up, but it was right to go back. Is Zaha a top six winger? I'd like to have seen him play for a top six side. I mean, the United thing, obviously people will say he had his chance there, but didn't really get his chance. And but nobody will buy him because Palace have always overpriced him, I think. They've always wanted sort of 60 million. Arsenal have defended well today, I've got to say. The keeper's made 2 good saves. Defensively, they've been quite well organised, and they'll back themselves here to try and keep the clean sheet. And if they keep the clean sheet, they win the game. Apparently, Zaha's in his last year of contract, so he'll go. I'm surprised they haven't tried to get something for him. Good play by Eze. Probably had Palace's best chance at the start of the second half. Should have scored it. Nice by Zaha again. Palace probing, but Arsenal putting the work in. Ayew, not been very impressed with Ayew today. And this is what I mean about some Arsenal fans. I think if they win this, they'll be like, oh, yeah, we've shown that we can go and win away from home. We're solid. We can have a really good season. We might even challenge for the league. If you concede a late equaliser, this is why Arteta's got to go. You know, it's just there's no in between. But Arsenal haven't done a lot second half, have they? Oh, Ayew's done well there. Carried on as well. It's a good run, but it's cleared away. DC United appointed Rooney as manager and signed Ravel Morrison and Benteke all in 2 weeks. What's your thoughts on that? I'm a DC fan and I'm excited, says Wee Snooker. Oh, good. Enjoy it. Oh, what a cross by Zaha. It didn't quite work out, though. Still stays in. Headed away. Palace are pushing here. Zaha again down the left-hand side into Eze. Oh, didn't fancy the penalty. Well, he definitely went down. He's looking right at it. I mean, I don't know about that. No one's really appealing for it. Mark, which players from these two sides would you bring in? Eddie, please tune in on time. I've answered this question. I'm getting bored of it. Saka and can't remember who I said for Palace now. Oh, you made me miss the bloody penalty now. Well, it's not going to get given. Double substitution for Arsenal. If he dived, he should have been booked. Zinchenko's coming off a Tierney. He did look a bit of a dive, but I wasn't actually looking at the screen. I think Zaha's had a good game. He's a threat for Palace, but Zinchenko comes off. Tierney comes on. And Ketier's on as well. And Jesus has come off. So he's not going to score. No, I didn't know I did. I thought Ryan got a score on the last day that was better than mine, but obviously not. Cool. Will Zaha ever get his big move, says Jack? Well, apparently he's out of contract. I mean, look at the stats. Second half, 54% for Palace, 46% for Arsenal. They've had the same amount of shots now as well. So, to be honest, Arsenal second half have defended their lead, and it looks like they're going to defend it well, but they've not been very convincing. Mark Hughes or Renato, says Callum. Mark Hughes is a very good player. So is Eto, though. Infamous put Zinchenko on the bench and he got 9 points. Yeah, if you've got Zinchenko in your team, you're laughing. He's gone off. He's got an assist and he's got a clean sheet. So you ain't losing your 9 points there. Now, Saka. Cross comes in. He scored. That's the game. That's game over. I don't know whether he meant this. I really don't know. Game over, Arsenal. I think it deflects in. Little bit of luck. I have to watch this back. It looks like he's going to put a cross in. And it'll be an OG, won't it? There'll be no assist for this. Partey pushes it wide. No, Nketiah pushes it wide. Saka. Oh, terrible. Terrible OG. That's not on target for Saka. He'll get points. I don't know whether he'll get... I think he might get assist points, actually. It's definitely not going in. It's a cross, and the Palace defender heads it in. Definitely an OG. Three big points for Arsenal, though. They've rode the storm in the second half. And it's there for Arsenal. As I said, it's there for Arsenal to have a very good start to the season. This was their hardest game on paper in their first 5 games. They've got Leicester at home next week. Then they've got Bournemouth away, Fulham at home, and then Villa at home. So their next 3 of their next 4 games are at home. Should have a very good start to the season. I dread to think what it's going to look like in a minute. Here's Saka. Shoots again. the league table will come up in a minute, and it probably has updated to something Arsenal fans need to take a screenshot of when it comes on. If it works, yeah. You don't get an assist for an OG. No, Saka should get points for that. You should get some points for that. No. Oh, that's a shame. Why did they tell you it does then? All right. You got an FPL assist to Silva. There you go. Yeah, I don't live in the real life. I don't think you get an assist for the Premier League, do you? Like, you know, in the assist table, but you do get 3 points in Fantasy Premier League. Don't mean nothing to me. I haven't got Saka. You might feel a bit aggrieved if you've got Partey because he passed the ball to Saka, but that's not an assist because Saka's shot wasn't on target. Because it wasn't a shot, it was a cross. Well, if we have a look at those stats there, I mean, to be fair, look at the stats. 53% Palace, 8 shots to 9, 2 shots on target each, 3 corners to 4. Palace have had more passes. They've got better passing accuracy. Arsenal have made more tackles, and Arsenal made more fouls. I mean, if you look at those match stats there, and I asked you what the score was, you'd probably say 1-1, maybe 1-0 to either team, 2-0 to Arsenal. So if I was Arsenal, I'd take that. Opening day, away from home. Palace are a decent side. I don't think they were in the first half, but I think they've given a good account of themselves in the second half. And it's a good win for Arsenal on the opening day. And you think about what happened to them last year against Brentford. In fact, they lost their first 3 games. So I think Arsenal take a lot of confidence from this result. And, you know, maybe they are going to have a good season. And don't forget, 1-0, Ramsdale, 2 saves, one from Edouard and one from Eze. They were both very good chances for Palace. They should have scored at least one of them. Anthony Taylor loves himself. I bet when he does a fart, he smells it and goes beautiful. He absolutely loves himself, Anthony Taylor. I thought Michael Oliver was arrogant. Anyway, we're into the 90th minute. It's all over now, isn't it? It's all over. How many points did I get in the Fantasy Premier League? Get ready for this. Get ready for this. 10. Oh, I've got 10. 5 for Ben White, 2 for Jesus, and 3 for Odegaard. So I've got 10. Could have been a lot better. Bonus points are going to go to Anderson. No, they're not. Bonus points are going to go to Zinchenko, Saliba, and Gabriel. Zinchenko's got the most in the bonus point system at the moment. Saliba's second, and Gabriel is in third. And I don't think any of them are going to get caught unless there's another goal. Ramsdale's fourth. Martinelli's fifth. Anderson is the best player for Palace, but he's nowhere near the bonus points. So if you've got Zinchenko, you're going to get the bonus points as well. If you've got Gabriel and Saliba, you're going to get bonus points as well. Yeah. 3 Arsenal players didn't deliver for me. 3 minutes added on. I've got Salah tomorrow lunchtime, who's my captain. So I'm sure everyone. I bet everyone's got Salah as the captain, haven't they? Come on, you know it. He was the obvious captain choice, I think, this weekend. But the Premier League's on. You know, I don't know why people are so miserable. The Premier League is back, and I'm glad it's back. I mean, all right, it's not been the best game, but it's back. Get ready. All that pre-season stuff's over now. Bloody hell. I'll write that down. I'll tell you that full time. Thanks everyone for watching. Make sure you subscribe. We're going to be back tomorrow lunchtime with the Liverpool-Fulham game. Looking forward to that. We're closing in on 721,000 subscribers, actually. So please do subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. You're very welcome. I hope you're enjoying the stats. They are live as we watch a game together. The team updates with subs and goal scorers and yellow cards as well. So lots of interaction going on, as well as the live chat. That's the main thing, isn't it? So I hope you've all enjoyed it. And yeah, good result for Arsenal. Could have gone the other way, but I think Arsenal did enough defensively. I think that's where this result has come from. Obviously, fair play for the goals, but the defensive setup of Arsenal has been very, very good today. And I think Palace probably, just a word for Palace, probably not as fit as they need to be. But I still think they might have fancied themselves to get a draw today. Where do they go next? Doesn't get a lot easier for Palace. They go to Anfield next Monday night. Then they've got Villa at home. Then they've got Man City away. So Palace could find themselves in a situation where they've got 3 points at most after 4 games. So expect to see Palace down there. Difficult start to the season. Liverpool and City in their next 3 games, both away. So Palace are going to have to improve massively. Although they tend to have a good record at the Etihad, don't they? I think DK makes a good comment. He says, game was closer than scoreline, but that's a good win for Arsenal. I think these are the sort of games that you love winning, where, you know, you made a couple of big saves, you defended really well, and you win the game. So there it is. It's over. Good win for Arsenal. Well done to them. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Remember, we're back on this channel tomorrow for the Liverpool game. It's a 12:30 kickoff and the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Thanks, everyone, for watching, and we will speak to you all very soon. I might do a quick match reaction as well. That might be going up in a few minutes. So I'll speak to you.